You know what's easy? It's easy to set goals, create targets, make commitments. It's very easy. But it's tough to work hard, work strong, and work continuously to achieve your goals. It's really, really tough. So, what is it that stops you from working? Is it the lack of money, lack of time, people? No, none of these. What stops you from working is you yourself. Yes, the biggest hurdle to achieving your goals is you. The issue is that each and every one of us have two kinds of people within us. The first kind, it's strong, rational, stable-minded, smart, makes great decisions. That's the first kind of person we all are, the rational self. And the second kind of person is one who lives a life of weakness, a life of giving in, giving up to the numerous temptations. Laziness, greed, fear, anger, jealousy, disgust. He simply succumbs, surrenders. That's the second kind of person we all are, the weaker self. And the main issue is this: your rational self makes great plans, amazing plans, but your weaker self, it surrenders, it gives up. That's the issue. You see, many of us sign up for that gym membership wanting to be fit and active, ready to lift those weights and sweat it out. Now that's the rational self making great plans. Then what happens? In some near future, at the end of a stressful, hectic day, you know what appears to be a far more enticing destination than the gym? The sofa set. You give up. The weaker self, it surrenders. Now that, my friend, is the whole problem. What's the way out? Eliminate the weaker self? No, that's not possible. That's human nature. At times strong, at times weak. See, greatness lies not in eliminating the weaker self, but in learning to deal with it. That's greatness. Let me tell you a short story. There lived a Greek hero named Ulysses. He was a sailor and he had to cross a sea with his crew. In the sea lived beautiful women called the sirens. These sirens sang melodious songs, and any sailor who listened to these songs would go crazy. He would then jump into the sea and kill himself. Now, our hero Ulysses was faced with a strange dilemma. He was very curious to listen to the sirens without losing his and his crew members' lives. He made a plan. He put wax in his crew members' ears and instructed them to tie him up to the ship, and they were not to open him in any situation whatsoever. Now these guys sailed as per the plan. The sirens sang. Ulysses went crazy. He tried to break open but could not. The plan had worked and Ulysses had achieved his goal successfully. Let's analyze what happened. Our hero Ulysses anticipated the future obstacles. So he made a plan to force and restrain his future self to achieve a desired goal. And this plan is what we call a Ulysses Pact. This Ulysses Pact is a plan created by us to drive our weaker self when the chips are down. This Ulysses Pact is a way to anticipate failure and prevent it by forced constraints. And this Ulysses Pact is what we all need to achieve our goals. So, how do we go about applying this Ulysses Pact in life? 4 simple steps. Step 1. Identify the goal which you want to achieve. Step 2. Anticipate the probable obstacles you might face. Step 3. Create a set of constraints which would prevent you from giving in to the obstacles. Be creative, be willing to push yourself, punish yourself. And step 4, if possible, have someone to bind you to this contract. So just 4 simple steps. So, want that great, fit, amazing body? Sign a pact with a friend. Write a check to him. Tell him to encash the check and spend it the day you miss your planned workout. No longer will the sofa set remain the preferred destination. Want to wake up early without hitting the snooze button? Make a plan that would force you to leave the bed. Keep the alarm clock away from you, maybe in the bathroom. Want to be regular with your blogs or content creation? Commit publicly about the next week's content. Maybe a teaser, a short intro, anything to create that push which you need. That's a Ulysses Pact with the public. So that's the power of the Ulysses Pact. It's a pact which allows our rational self to be in control, in power, in line with our goals. It's a pact which sure restricts some of our freedoms, but makes us free in the true sense. And it's a pact which each of us ought to make if we want to not just set goals, but also to achieve them again and again and again.